Hey everyone, welcome. So today, we're diving into something that I know a lot of you are feeling. It's this sense that your whole go-to-market strategy is just a hamster wheel, right? It's all hustle, all the time, and it's exhausting. We're going to break down why that old model is just not working anymore. And, more importantly, look at a totally different way of thinking about it. A path that's all about building real assets instead of just constantly chasing the next dollar. Let's get into it. All right, let's just rip the Band-Aid off with a pretty tough question, one that comes straight from the material we're looking at today. Is your business built on a lie? Now hold on. This lie isn't about how great your product is or how talented your team is. No. The lie is about the system you're forced to use to grow. The one that, let's be honest, feels like it's completely and utterly broken.
So let's put a name to the bad guy in this story. It's what we'll call the old GTM, or the old go-to-market model. You know this playbook, right? It's all about buying ads, desperately chasing leads, and basically screaming for attention in a crowded room. But here's the thing the sources we're analyzing are pointing out. This isn't just getting harder. It's broken, like systemically broken. It's a machine that's built to give you higher costs for worse results over time.
And this right here, this is the heart of the problem. This system forces you to rent attention. Think about that. You are pouring your money, your time, your creativity into building on land that someone else owns. You're renting space on social media, you're renting clicks from Google, but you never, ever own the actual asset. You don't own the revenue stream that comes from all that hard work. All you're doing is making the landlord, the platform, richer, while your own foundation stays weak.
Okay, so this isn't just some abstract business theory. This problem has a real personal cost. It's a drain on your bank account, sure, but it's also a drain on your energy, your time, your future. So let's get into the nitty-gritty and look at some hard numbers from the source material. This is the actual price you're paying to stay on that hamster wheel.
Check this out. If you're a SaaS partner, this number should stop you in your tracks, $1.76. According to the data, that's the median cost to acquire just one single dollar of annual recurring revenue. I mean, just do the math on that. It's completely upside down. You are literally paying more money for a customer than they are worth in a year. This is what the sources are calling the CAC death spiral, and it is a one-way ticket to going out of business.
And hey, if you run an agency or you're a service provider, I bet this next one is going to hit close to home. 50%. That's half your time, wasted, gone, poof, spent on unqualified leads and those soul-crushing scoping calls that you just know are going nowhere. And look, this isn't because you're bad at sales, it's a structural issue. You are trapped in that classic feast or famine cycle because the system itself is just broken.
For my affiliate marketers out there, wow, the threat is not just looming, it's here. We're talking about a 32% drop in organic traffic revenue. And what's causing it? Those zero-click AI overviews. The entire game is being rewritten right under your feet. That old model of just renting clicks, it's becoming obsolete, fast. The system sees you as disposable, a temporary source of traffic, not a real partner. It's a brutal reality.
So what does this all boil down to? It's this. No matter what your role is, SaaS partner, agency owner, affiliate, you've been turned into a really expensive filter in a system that's designed to leak. All your hustle, all your hard work, it's just you patching holes on a sinking ship. But what if? What if you didn't have to patch the ship? What if you could just get on a brand new one?
And that brings us to the big pivot. It's time to talk about the shift. We're moving away from that chaotic, broken mess and into a clean, smart, structural solution. And just to be super clear, we're not talking about some new marketing hack here. We're talking about a whole new economic environment.
And this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's a tale of two worlds. On the left, you've got the old GTM chaos. Renting stuff that's actually a liability, insane customer acquisition costs, zero predictability. Just pure risk. But on the right, that's the new model. The source material calls it the ReadyStack container, and it's the complete opposite. It's a controlled environment where you own a real asset, where you actually have a path to negative CAC, yeah, you heard that right, and where you build a system that grows on its own. It is literally the difference between chaos and control.
I really want to hammer this point home because it's so important. This is not another tactic. This isn't a newfangled sales funnel or a clever ad strategy. It's a brand new economic environment. It's a fundamental change in how you structure your business. You stop chasing customers and you start building a defensible ecosystem that they actually want to be a part of. The dynamic flips completely.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how does it actually work?
How do you take all that money you're burning, all that time you're wasting, and turn it into a real asset that grows and compounds? Let's get into the mechanics of how this new system really ticks.
It really comes down to 3 huge moves. First, you productize your expertise. You stop trading your time for money, stop selling hours, and instead, you package your knowledge into a scalable system. Game changer. Second, you take control and own your distribution. You build an incentivized partner network that basically makes your sales costs disappear. And third, this is the magic part, you compound the equity. Every single thing you do builds a durable, sellable asset, an asset that pays you back, turning all that hard work into real, long-term wealth.
Man, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Stop renting attention, start owning the revenue it generates. That's the whole philosophy right there. It's a massive mindset shift. The goal isn't the click anymore. It's not the lead. The goal is to own the entire economic engine that makes money from that attention, forever.
And here's what that economic flip looks like visually. See that bar on the left? That's the old way. High costs just eating up all your returns. It's a bucket full of holes. But now, look at the bar on the right. That's the new model. See how those costs are now the foundation for a growing block of equity? All that value that used to just leak away is now being captured, controlled, and put to work for you. All right, so we've diagnosed the problem, and we've laid out the solution. So now what? Let's talk about how you get from here to there. The bridge from theory to actually doing something about it. The source material gives a really clear starting point for building this new model yourself. So the first step isn't some giant leap. It's about using 3 specific, super valuable tools that are designed to get you started. You get an AI advisor to help you strategize, a custom infographic to really see the opportunity for yourself, and even network invitation emails so you can start building your own distribution right away. Think of it as your starter kit for making this massive shift.
And so, we end where we began really, with a choice, a really important one. This whole deep dive boils down to this single question. Are you ready to trade hustle for leverage? You can keep running on that hamster wheel, operating in a broken system, trading all your time and energy for less and less return. Or you can make the trade. You can trade that exhausting hustle for real, actual economic leverage. The choice, as always, is yours.